Hey, on this episode of Back and Forth, me and Chanel talk about a mother who just got out of jail, what happens to her when she lets her emotions get the best of her. Let's go! Welcome everybody to the Back and Forth. I am Kevin and this is...
Chanel. Hello everyone. Welcome.
She said what she had to say. As usual, she's going to try to take over the show. I was very even toned and she came in with all that energy. Let's see if she had the same energy after this right here. But before we get started, could you all do us a favor and hit that like, subscribe, and notification button so you know when we put that new content out there for you co-parents out there. And matter of fact, if you're watching this right now, each one, share one. Find somebody else and share this with them. So, because I think this topic today is probably going to reach someone that it is intended for. And the reason I'm saying that, Chanel, is this right here. Chanel, we all run into situations that are unique to each one of us. Everybody's situation is not the same. Everybody's co-parenting situation is not the same. And I say this to mean this right here. There's some of us out there who run foul of the law, and we end up going to the pokey, end up going to jail. And just because you're in jail does not mean that you are not a parent, especially if you have kids, prior to going into the jail place, the facilities, for an extended period of time. But if you have children with someone and you go to the jail, what happens while you're in the jail with the kids and your co-parent, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend? You know, that's something to be thought about. And I bring this up to say this right here. We have a situation. It was an article that happened in Chanel may know the people because it happened in her neck of the woods, out there in her area of Georgia. We had a situation where a young lady went to jail, and the children were left with the boyfriend. So while she was in jail for an extended period of time, he was getting help from another young lady who was helping him with the kids. Now, the article didn't say that she had any kind of relationship with the man, but it said that she was helping him out. And when she got out of jail, she found the young lady who was helping her boyfriend with their children. And she commenced to laying hands upon said young lady to the point where they were at a restaurant, a little fast food restaurant, and she commenced to whipping this girl's behind. The young lady never was even to land a blow. And she even ended it with a couple of stomps to the young lady's head. She ended up, she was just out of jail on probation at the time when this happened. And so now they put out a search warrant for her. And so now she went back to jail again. All for the simple fact that she didn't like the fact that somebody else was around her children while she was in jail. Wow. So Chanel, I've given you a summary of what it is. I'm not going to put that video up because it's too violent to watch. Not going to do it. But picture in your mind somebody tracking somebody down and commencing to laying hands on somebody. And she got hit with 17 counts. And I'm thinking it's from every blow that she landed on this young lady.
Yeah.
So, and to top it off, before I give it back to you, Chanel, to top it off, the young lady who was helping her boyfriend out with the kids had her baby with her. So this lady didn't care that this young lady's child was with her. And so when she was hitting her, the little baby tried to jump onto her mom to try to stop her mom from getting hit. And that lady did not care. She still was hitting her with the baby there. So, Chanel, I've given you the rundown of what it is. What are your thoughts on that? I'm going to bring you up on the big screen.
You know, Kev, this is very much a classic case of selfishness, immaturity, foolishness, malice, you name it. Okay. With her, making the decision that landed her in jail in the first place, she's not mothering her children. She's not able to be a parent to her children, right? Yes, she's a mother, she's a parent, but she's not actively parenting or mothering her children, right? So her children still got to be fed. They still need nurture. They still need to be taken care of. And so the father evidently steps up, but single parents have a lot. There's a lot going on with kids having kids, right? So somebody steps in and say, "Hey, let me help. Let me help. Let me see how I can help. Let me see how I can be of assistance." Even if she was this man's girlfriend at the time, nowhere in this abusive mind did she think, at least my children are being taken care of. I don't like the situation. I don't like the circumstance that has taken place since I'm in jail. But all that was on her mind is, this woman is around my kids. Well, you ain't around them. You ain't taking care of them. You ain't making sure they brush their teeth before they go to bed. You ain't make sure they had cereal in the morning. Right? But this woman made sure your children didn't go to school starving. This woman made sure that your children had the proper clothes. They had clothes that fit. Their hair was done. All of those things, right? So you go and actually beat up the woman that made sure your kids were taken care of. Tell me how that makes sense. To the point, and again, going back to that whole mothering thing, Kev. As a mother, if you're mad about something, handle it. You see that child there, handle it woman to woman. You're doing this in front of your child, which again lets me know that you're not mentally a mother. You're not emotionally a mother. But how in the world would you, again, you may not like the situation, but you're the one that was in jail, lady, woman, girl. So again, this whole thing just has me feeling a certain way, Kev, because I just don't understand how the video itself was it just put me, I couldn't even watch the video. But just reading the commentary surrounding the video, I just can't understand, Kev. Maybe you can help me understand, but how do you get so angry to this level over your kids? And was it really over the kids, or was it over your man? But your man was at least smart enough to get a sense. Kevin, help me out here. You're a guy. I'm sure you had women fighting over you too.
I'm glad you recognize that I'm a guy again. I mean, that's like the third, fourth time you done did that in this show, and I keep figuring out, trying to wonder.
Back and forth.
So, Chanel, you have brought up some good points there, and you asked a question, make you understand this. So, old girl's in jail. Somebody's out there taking care of her kids. And there's a information pipeline that goes through the jails. And you have to be careful of who is the source of said information. Because we know hurt people gonna hurt. Ratchet people gonna be ratchet. So who's to say that the information that the mom was receiving in jail wasn't skewed one way or the other? Who's to say that someone wasn't passing her information in jail saying that, old girl around there helping with your kids, those kids around here calling her mommy? And who's to say that the father of said children didn't try to head this off of the past and try to squash that before it got any further? Because he's also involved in this situation. So at any time he could have said that, nah, she ain't doing nothing. She ain't doing nothing. She got nothing to do with it. She just helping me out with the kids. But when you in jail and if you're not getting any conjugals, as Chanel would say, conjugals, if you're not getting any conjugals, you ain't getting no attention paid to you, your mind starts to wonder. I've told you before that I've seen many a situation when I was deployed overseas in Iraq or whatever it is, and come back after about 8 months, and somebody's wife is either pregnant or they just had another baby. And we know the time frames. The time don't match up. So if she was in jail for an extended period of time, who's to say that in that time frame that something else wasn't going on and her mind started taking off? I'm in jail. My kids are with him. She's with him. I'm being told this and being told that. And so, somebody said that she said this about me? Oh, you wait till I find her. And you know how sometimes some people may be saying, well, when she get out of jail, that's not my problem. That's her problem. That's her and him. They ain't got nothing to do with me. And she know where I'm at. She want to find me. This is where I'm at. Yeah, you done probably bit off more than you can chew. So I'm taking it from that angle to try to give some kind of level of understanding to where her mindset might have been. Nah, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Listen here, this didn't make no sense, y'all. I can play this game all day. This didn't make no sense. Listen here, y'all emotions. We gotta put a check on our emotions and our feelings, because now this same lady who done put hands on this young lady, done laid her out, got 17 charges brought against her. Now she's not gonna see her children again, probably for a long time. And so if this young lady was doing something nice to help him out, who knows? She might be reluctant to help somebody else out again. And you never know what kind of blessing you have just ruined, because she's probably not gonna have anything to do with those kids, period, ever again. Because I wouldn't want to have anything to do with somebody who might come out of jail and try to kill me next time. Because now she's going back to jail because of her actions and what she did to this young lady. So she might be, what if she get out of jail again? What if she make bond? And she get out of jail until her court date. And so she might be saying, I'm going to jail for a long time. I'm gonna make it worth it. And so now she's coming after this young lady. That's late. And she didn't ask for that. I hope she didn't ask for that. But Chanel, I was trying to make sense of it. I know this is the back and forth. But there's certain things that you can't justify. And I cannot justify putting your hands on somebody, because it should never get to that situation. So yeah, Chanel, I'm this could be one time where it's gonna just be the fourth. We're going fourth. We're not going backwards on this one.
We're gonna have to go forward, because
now
I will say this, and we may go back and forth on this, Kev.
Yeah.
So I guess according to social media, the woman that was attacked had already been harassed before the actual event took place, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I just want to encourage people that you're in a community or a village, right? And you're helping other people. You're involved in other people's lives. You may even be dating someone that has children. When you find yourself up against a co-parent or a co-parent that is crazy, take all of that seriously. Make sure you got your stuff together. Okay, because you may have to tase somebody. You got to defend. You got to protect your life. You got to protect your home. You got to protect your kids. All of that stuff. These folks. She came out of jail. She came out of jail with threats. Come on now. Go ahead, Kev.
So you brought up a good point there. To take this stuff seriously. Listen, people, co-parents, people who about to be in blended families, people about to be step parents, and if you dealing with somebody who has an ex who has the tendency that might be crazy. If they tell you, my ex may go off a little bit from here to there, you may need to have second thoughts about who you about to be with. Because when you with somebody who has children and that person that they were with is not stable, you're going to be dealing with this for a while, probably. You know, so that's something for you all to take to put in your back pocket, and remember that if you're dealing with somebody and they have, like Chanel say, a crazy ex, you might want to either reconsider the situation or have a conversation with him or her, with your person that you're with. They say, okay, so what are we supposed to do with this? Because I don't need drama in my life.
Absolutely.
And us as co-parents, we owe it to the person that we're with to let them know who we used to deal with. Because it's not fair to that person to have to run up on. What if you got somebody who's just the nicest person? They don't have a ugly bone in their body, and now they're dealing with somebody who just lost their mind, and that person don't know how to act. They don't deserve that. You may take a kind soul and ruin them. So please be upfront with the people that you're with to let them know who you used to deal with. Who is this other co-parent that they might be getting involved with? You owe it to that person.
Absolutely.
Please.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, one of the things that really burns my grits, I've said this before on the show, Kev, is you're mad at her. Why are you not mad at him? Why you ain't coming for him? That was the one you had the relationship with.
I'm just saying, why you mad, period?
Well, that part too. But
yeah, I'm thinking, who's she mad at?
He cheated on you. That's the thing. If she feels like the reason she has a right to be mad at this lady because he was cheating on her with the young lady, go to him. You're the one that had the relationship with him.
Yeah.
You didn't have a relationship with her, right? Why
Yeah.
are you going after her? She met this man after you were already in prison. So, technically, in her mind, she's thinking this man's single with kids. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
I've never understood women that go after other women. Yes, you may not like her. Okay. But you didn't have a relationship with her. You had a relationship with your man that portrayed that he was something he was not, or that he did, he went after somebody else that wasn't you. Okay. So be mad at him. But we off topic with this one, Kev. But I'm just saying.
So
Go
Chanel,
beat him up if you so mad.
I want to make sure that our people who are watching this show, they're going to get something from this. So what are your takeaways from this today? What is something that you could share with the viewers if they're in a situation such as this? That what is something that you would recommend they do? Either be the person, the bad person, or the good person. What is a recommendation you would give?
I was given the recommendation, if you're the person that's helping out somebody, first of all, she in jail. So if she was in jail for foolishness similar to this, she coming out and you got the harassment going on anyway. Girl, if you don't take your behind and get you a pearl handle something, taser, restraining order, You better get your pearl handle peace. He's the Prince of Peace, but we're going to have us a piece. A piece of steel.
We're not talking about you. You're talking about bringing the blinky out. Let's go. Oh, Lord. Jesus. Chanel. Okay. All right. So make sure you prepare in these situations. That's what you're saying. Make sure you prepare yourself. Okay. And so, yeah, that's good. And that's good. So Chanel, another great topic this week. Chanel said, make sure you have yourself strapped just in case something bad pop off. You have yourself prepared. I'm going to say, hopefully you all have these conversations ahead of time so you all know who you are dealing with. So if you are the co-parent who has the crazy ex, make sure you let the person who you're with know what's going on. And you also need to have a conversation with your ex that say, okay, this is what's been going on. It's really none of your business. However, this is what's been going on. We don't need any drama. Okay? Thank you. That's an easy way to have this conversation. It might not go off as well as that, but you need to have the conversation. You can't put your head in the sand and act like it's not going to come up, because it's going to come up. And as we see in this situation right here, it did come up. So with that, Chanel, I'm going to tell these people to stay safe. Please stay safe. And please stay safe and keep your head on a swivel. Please keep your head on a swivel and be blessed. And what you going to leave with, Chanel?
I'm saying for all of our lovely co-parents and parents and just parents out there, put God first. Put God first in your life, in your parenting, your relationships, everything that you do, and He will keep you in perfect peace. Kev, I'm gonna turn it over to you before I get on another roll.
Hey, I'm done. I just say make sure protect yourselves at all times. And the Chanel said carry yourself that pearl handle. Peace. We out.